tiny bit of the shit bed behind me. Hey, YouTube. No judgment. No judgment, right? I know. I know. All right. Well, it is what it is. Hey, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. How's it going? So, if you're watching me on YouTube, you get to see my wonderful hotel bed. You're welcome. If you're watching me on TikTok, there you go. Wonderful hotel bed. So, as you guys know, or may not know, I'm in Amarillo tonight on my way to Vegas. I will say this. It's been an interesting day already. So, got a little sick earlier. Good times, especially when you're on the road. Came back to the hotel, promptly passed out. So, yeah. In the meantime, before we get into Zodiac reads, I want to say something really quick to all of you, okay? A lot of you guys cross my paths for a reason. I cross your path for a reason. For some reason, here lately, I have found a lot of you guys who feel like you no longer need to be here. And this may just be a normal thing that I say on every live. There's a lot of you guys who reach out to me personally, who don't reach out to anybody, but just say something to me on the website, say something to me in a comment on the lives that one of my mods catch. Guys, I will always be here. I will always be here for you. If you feel like you don't matter, if you feel like you have nobody in your corner, if you feel like you no longer want to be here, I'm here. Period. All you have to do is reach out, whether it's my website, whether it's whatever, okay? I don't always check TikTok messages. Sorry about that. I get a lot of them. But I never, ever, ever want anyone to feel like they have nobody on their side, nobody who believes them, nobody in their corner, nobody who cares if they live or not, because I do. If you need me, I am here, period. Okay? Okay? So. Now, if you guys message my site, I have mods that answer the messages. When I say mods, I have girls, wonderful, wonderful ladies answer the messages. When it comes to messages like that, they get them to me immediately, okay? They get them to me immediately. I will always be here. I will always be here. Anytime you see me on a live, I'm here for you. Anytime you see a video of mine, I'm here for you. Don't you ever feel like you have no one. You have me, I promise, always, okay? So, that being said, let me pull Zodiacs for the week. Let's see how fucked up all our weeks are gonna be. Guys, I have tons of mods, both on YouTube and here on TikTok. They watch all the comments, okay? And they will screenshot them and they will get them to me because a lot of times they go so fast I don't get to see them. And I don't ever, okay, Capricorns, really, with all the cards? Really? Really? I don't ever want you guys to feel like you have fallen through the cracks, because you have not, okay? The last couple of weeks have been super hard on everybody. I have woke up a few times with people on my mind that I have either never met in person, or maybe I haven't talked to in a long time, and I've reached out to them and said, hey, what's up? I'm worried about you this morning. So, thank you, love. I don't ever want any of you to feel like you have nobody, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care where you come from. You have me, okay? All right. So, ready, Cappies? Okay. Ready? Caps, y'all start off with NYX, which is secrets. It's paying attention. It's subterfuge, which is kind of a little bit of spy action. Nyx is the goddess of the night. She rules the evening. She rules the sky. Then here's where I said really all the cards. So first off, you guys had Earth and it fell out like this. Then you had the Child that fell like this. This is a week, Cappies, where you guys are not only going to have to pay attention to how you're grounding yourself, because see, this is not completely upright. It's not sideways, kind of whopper-jawed, meaning you don't need to be completely firmly in the ground, but at the same time, you don't need to be completely floaty either. You need to be connected with the night, with the darker things, with those things in secret around you. We'll talk about more in a minute. Okay. The Child here, thank you, love. The Child here means that this is something that you did when you were younger. This is something you were connected to when you were younger. A part of you that makes you who you are right now. And I know exactly when I said that, all of you were like, And I also just noticed too, this is 17 and this is 7. Down here is the number 14. So 7 is going to be a very important number for you Capricorns this week, okay? You want to know why else? Because this is luck and right timing. So, Caps. You are in the right place at the right time this week for multiple things. It may literally be for a monetary reason, but more than likely, it is not only a personal reason, it's a spiritual reason. You're going to cross people's paths that you need to cross this week. There are very deep spiritual lessons here this week. There are shadow lessons here this week. There's shadow work here this week, Capricorns. I know I can tell you guys right now, this is calling me on my own bullshit. You don't like it. It is what it is. Caps, you need to be floating a little bit. You don't need to be that hard ass on the ground, feet in the dirt, earth sign that you normally are. This is a week that you guys are a little off kilter on purpose and need to stay that way, okay? So, those of you guys that need a little extra luck this week can go and rub elbows with a Capricorn, okay? Your stone for the week, Caps, and this is funny to me, is carnelian. This is the sacral chakra, connecting you to you, connecting you back to your masculine or your feminine. What I think is funny about this is that before I left the shop the other day, when I was picking up some stones off the table after workings, there were 3 humongous carnelians that were sitting there that I was like, oh, y'all need to go in my pocket. They're with me on this trip. I shit you not. So, Capricorns, carnelian is your friend this week. Pretty much every single metaphysical shop has carnelian, okay? Even the Pagan Superstore and Michael's have carnelian, okay? Caps, it's going to be a very important week for you, mainly because you're going to be in the path of other people, okay? Okay? So, I don't like that it called me on my bullshit, but that's okay. That's okay. So, where's my Aquarius is at as I don't drop the cards? So as you guys know, I am currently traveling. I have some interesting things coming up tomorrow. Thank you for the gift, love. Those of you guys that missed my last jaunt over to LA and the El Rancho, I don't know if I'm gonna be, okay, we're just doing 2 cards, all right. I got you. I'll be at the El Rancho tomorrow. I'll be doing card pulls from there, and then I will take you guys on another tour at 9 o'clock Central. Card pulls are at 6 o'clock Central. Tour is a 9. For those of you guys that don't know about the El Rancho, it is an old Western themed hotel in Gallup, New Mexico. It is haunted and it is fantabulous. Thank you, Miss Sarah. I appreciate that. It's fantastic. If you guys ever get a chance to go through there, I highly recommend it. The Kirk Douglas room is my favorite. That is where I'm staying tomorrow and where I'm staying next week when I go back through. It has a blue door. I mean, can't make this shit up. I see that the live is lagging a lot and I don't know why. It's going from green to red, green to red. So I am streaming live on YouTube and you have a better view of my bed behind me. You know, if you just wanted to see a hotel bed in Amarillo. So I've been asleep all afternoon, hence the reason there's not a great background behind me, and I'm okay with that. So, all right, my Aquarius friends, you ready? You guys start off with the Thinker. This is knowledge, it's wisdom, it's experience. Then you guys also have 2 cards. You have the Sweat Lodge, and then on top of that, you had Fire. And then you have spiritual narcolepsy. And what's even more interesting is this is the number 19 and this is the number 19. Now I gotta look at these 2 to see what these are. All right. Aquarius, this is a week where y'all are, again, too far inside your own heads. But you're too far inside your own heads because you have something interesting happen to you this week that pushes you back onto this spiritual path. When this happens, it lights a fire under your ass. What's going to come with this right here? The thinking aspect, the being too far in your own head. It's because y'all are going to realize that there's part of your path that you've been falling down on spiritually. And I'm not saying that like you haven't been doing it or whatever. We all go through phases in our spiritual path where sometimes we are on the ball with all these things and sometimes we are not on the ball or even have the ball with all these other things over here. These are the ones that are going to pop up this week, Aquarius, okay? You guys are going to realize like, oh shit, I am not connected to this. Why am I no longer connected to this? It's going to be one of those Jack Handy deep thought week for y'all. So for those of you guys that have Aquariuses in your life, expect them to be a little deep inside their own noggins, but funny about it. Now, here's the thing, Aquarius. This Fire card right here, I'm going to say that's a little bit of caution, okay? You need a little bit of caution. Because I know how you guys are. You're just like us Cappies, and when you fall down the rabbit hole and you have something amazing that you're headed toward, you go full speed ahead. I know. Don't go so far that you forget what else you need to do this week, Aquariuses, okay? Don't go so far that you drop everything else and you leave it. Moderation, Aquarius, moderation, okay? You can't make this shit up, I shit you not. Are y'all ready? This one right here is the throat chakra. This is rhodonite. This one right here is the throat chakra, and this is the moon. This is all up in your feels, just like I was just talking about here. This right here, the stone, will help connect you back to the divine feminine aspect of yourself, the spiritual aspect of yourself. It will also help with self-love and speaking your truth. Hence, the throat chakras. Apparently, Aquarius, there have been a lot of things that you've not been talking about lately with people around you. Just saying what I'm saying. So, Aquarius, it's going to be one of those weeks for you. Just saying. It's going to be a good week, but just know it's going to be a week where you're going to be really far in your own heads. Okay? Make sure I got my cards right side up because that happens to be a thing. All right. That would bring us to who? That would bring us to my Pisces. Yeah? Where's my Pisces at? Okay, Pisces, you got to have 2 cards to start off the bat. Cool. Why not? So seeing that there's 2 cards right off the bat, Pisces, tells me that it's going to be a week of split decisions. Those of you guys that have never watched me read, hi, my name is Bodhi. I've been reading, oh, there's 2 more cards, professionally since 2014. Reading longer than that, professionally since 2014. I pay attention to the way the cards fall, pay attention to the way that they shuffle, all of the things, okay? All right, we ready, my Pisces friends? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Y'all start off with the Queen of Shadows, which is suspicion and wrath. Then you guys have Nyx, which is secrets and spying and subterfuge and being connected with the dark. Thank you, Monique. That right there, ought to kind of tell you how everything's gonna go. It's gonna be a week of you questioning everything and everyone around you, questioning people's motives, questioning if your motives are correct. But here's the other thing, Pisces. Then you have the medicine wheel. Y'all have a massive amount of healing that's fixing to be done in you this week, and it's going to come with some interesting consequences. This is going to be a week, Pisces, where you cut some people out of your life. It's going to be a week where you cut some situations out of your life. There are going to be people that have been in your life for a very, very long time that you are going to see are not in your best interest. This is the lost compass. It's getting back to integrity. Apparently, there have been some things that have been pulling you off your path. Then you have the netcaster, which is plans coming to fruition. You have been getting pulled off your path for some weird reason. I shit you not, you cannot make this up. 35, 35, 35, Pisces. Can't make this up. Apparently numbers are a huge thing tonight. That's 3 different decks, the same number. 3s and 5s, and the number 35 in particular is going to be important, Pisces. So, as you realize that you've been getting pulled off your path, Pisces, be careful about making too hardcore corrections back onto your path. And what I mean by that is, you know how sometimes, when you're driving and you kind of get off the road a little bit, you're not supposed to hardcore swerve, and some people do. Don't do that. Just ease it back onto the path, Pisces, okay? Ease back onto the path. Everything in your week is going to be to get you back to this and to get your plans back on the right path to working out. Now, here's what's interesting about this. I don't know if y'all saw this when I picked this up. This is blue lace agate. This is for the throat chakra. It will help open up everything in your throat chakra, physically, spiritually, etc. Okay? It is a fantastic stone. It can be hard to find because a lot of the mines are now closed. They are out mined, but you still can find tumbles a lot, okay? If you don't have a piece of this, even if you're not a Pisces, I highly recommend getting one. It's a beautiful, wonderful stone. So Pisces, it's going to be a very, very interesting week for y'all. Apparently, it's going to be an interesting week for most people. So, and like I said, the number 35. Yeah. So that's blue lace agate, blue lace agate. So that brings me to my Aries friends. Where's my Aries friends? Did y'all see that? I know you did. I know you did. I have some other interesting things coming up this week, guys. I will be in Las Vegas on Saturday at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I would love to see you. I would love to say hi. I would love to hug your neck. please come down. And be careful with your wallet. Like, I'm not allowed to walk around there with my card or my wallet. The last one I went to, I spent $400 before the damn thing even opened. And then another $300 later. So be careful. Thank you for the gift, Sweet Pea. Just trying to get one card. This keeps giving me like all the cards. We're going to take that one right there. All right. We ready, my Aries friends? So this week, you guys start off with the Maestro. This right here is helping other people around you coordinate, find their path, move around in a wonderful, intelligent, knowledgeable way. What's funny is I kind of feel like I need to start back here, but I want to point something out, okay? Because I'm going to talk about the Aries stone, and then I want to, the reason, you'll see why. I want you guys to look at this card. I want you to see where he's holding that one orb. The card for the week is Argonite, and see that it's the heart chakra? I'm just saying. All the colors in these cards are the same too. Oranges, yellows, reds. This is fire. And this is spiritual narcolepsy. And I shit you not, they're both the number 19 as well. I told y'all numbers were going to be important. Did I not? Thank you, love. Aries, yours is a little different. You're going to be the fire that pushes some people out of their spiritual narcolepsy this week. You're going to feel this need to help other people. That heart chakra thing you got in there. You're going to feel the need to, hey Gabe, you're going to feel the need to pull other people out of the mud. You're going to feel the need to really make sure those around you are okay. Those of you guys that have Aries in your life, don't be surprised if suddenly they're going above and beyond for people they don't even know. Thank you for the gift, love. It's going to be that week, Aries, where you're put in people's paths to help them on their path, to help push them out of the gutter, to help push them out of the mud. You have a very important role this week, Aries. It is not about you, but it is at the same time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Thank you, sugar. So, for those of you guys that have Aries in your life, don't be surprised if they start asking you what they can do to help, or they start randomly giving you these little pearls of wisdom out of nowhere. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I find it very, very interesting that some of these cards have been repeating. I find it interesting that every single reading so far, numbers have been repeating. So that brings me to my Gemini friends, and y'all about got an interesting card right there. Thank you, Miss Wendy. So the Arthur card fell out, but the other card that was headed your way was the Pestilence card. And it went back in here. Y'all are going to dodge a bullet this week, Geminis. Because whenever I was shuffling, I don't know if y'all saw it, like I pay attention to all of this, okay? This is the card that tried to come out with the Arthur card. This is Pestilence and Malice. Y'all are going to dodge a humongous bullet this week, Gemini. And I have a feeling that when it happens, at first you're not going to realize that you dodged this bullet. You're going to think, what the fuck? Why couldn't I have this job? Or have this person as my, girlfriend, boyfriend, or why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? That you get denied something. And by the end of the week, you guys realize that you dodged the biggest fucking 50 cal bullet there ever was. Just saying. I did skip Taurus, didn't I? Apparently it was important. Apparently it was important. That's my sorry. Tauruses, we're just going to put you different in the lineup because this is not the first time I've done this either. Geminis, I'm also drawing your cards differently. Guess we're going to find out why, huh? There is no telling where that one went. I'm also a little off tonight too. If y'all didn't pay attention to me earlier, or you didn't catch me when I first started, yeah, it's been an interesting day. Thank you, love. All right, we'll do Geminis and we'll do Taurus, okay? Yep, it is retrograde and a waning moon. All right. Geminis, you guys start off with Arthur, which is nobility, it's companionship. It's also trust and doing the right thing. Then you have choices and their consequences. Then you have Topaz, and this is the throat chakra. And then, like I said, for some reason I drew your cards out of order. This is the one that fell on the floor. This is the Sweat Lodge, and it's upside down. Okay? There are no repeating numbers here for you, Gemini, but everything is a multiple of 5. 20, 5, and 55. So apparently 5 is important. Thank you, sweet pea. So, Geminis, it's going to be a week where you have to make some hard choices. You have to make some hard choices. Like I said, some of this is going to be that you don't get something, you get denied something, and you realize later that it's the biggest bullet you've dodged in a while. But there are some other things that you're going to have to make a decision on that are going to be really hard. You're going to have to speak up this week, Geminis. You're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to be your own advocate, period. Because for some reason this week, you're kind of disconnected, Geminis. You're on a very set, firm path this week, but spiritually, y'all are going to feel very disconnected. I'm just letting you know right now. That's why when this opportunity comes up that you get denied, you can't see the forest for the trees until later, okay? But just know, Geminis, it's going to be an interesting week as far as decisions that come your way that you have to make a very hardcore choice on. And I want you guys to remember when these come up, look at the situation as if you were your best friend talking to somebody about it, okay? Don't look at it as yourself. Look at the situation as a whole. Look at what is going to happen good, what is going to happen bad, and what are the unforeseen things that aren't very obvious. Don't make snap decisions this week, Geminis, okay? It's not going to be in your best interest. As I mentioned, this is the Topaz. Now, Tauruses. I know Sass is probably sitting there like, you bitch. I got you. I got you. So, did you guys get tickets for me to purchase you something from Mr. Moon's shop when I go through on my way home next week? Did you? Because I will be going by Mr. Moon's place. For those of you guys that have missed your sign, missed your zodiac sign read, I am streaming on YouTube, and it will be up there for you guys to go back and watch. So if you want to watch your sign, your rising, your moon, etc., there you go. I kind of get to cheat a little bit, and that my moon and my rising are the same. So it usually calls me on my bullshit too, I'm not gonna lie. All right, Tauruses, where are my Taurus friends that just got very, very aggravated with me when I skipped y'all? I'm sorry, I love you. I love you. Don't be aggravated with me. All right, ready? Tauruses, y'all start off with the Traveler. So this is restlessness, it's also incompleteness, it's also yearning, moving forward. This is the Keeper of the Crossroads. What's very interesting about this is before this live, I rarely draw myself cards. This is the card I drew, Tauruses. So apparently this is, y'all, we're on the same page. Then you have many paths. You have the Horseman, which is the Herald of Change. And then you have the stone that I can't fucking pronounce, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want to let you know that it is the throat chakra, Taurus. It is the throat chakra. So, Taurus, this is going to be a week where you just don't feel grounded. You don't feel comfortable on your path. You don't feel comfortable on that path. You don't feel comfortable on no path. You see that there are so many different ways you can move ahead from here forward that it's overwhelming. You know that a change has to be made, but I have a feeling that you don't know what change is going to need to be made. There's a lot of things that you've been holding in lately, Taurus, and it's making you super, super restless. Down in your soul, down in your bones, and you can't explain why you're so restless, Taurus. Thank you, Sai. It is for a reason. There is a huge shift and a huge change coming your way, Taurus. I don't think it'll be next week. I think it'll be the week after, or maybe 3 weeks from now. But there is a huge change coming your way, Taurus. That's why you see suddenly all of these paths in front of you. Whereas before you've been like, this is my path, this is the way I'm gonna go, you can't pull me off of it, bye. Now you're like, I can literally do all of these things. All of these things. It is going to exactly feel like no clear direction. That restlessness is going to get to you this week, Taurus. I am not going to lie. When that restlessness gets to you, that's when this throat chakra is going to be really, really important. Talk to your friends. Talk to your loved ones. Talk to whoever it is that you talk to. But talk to someone, Taurus. Yourself does not count, even if you give the best advice. So I'm going to spell this stone for you because even though I have 2 pieces of it, I still can't pronounce the shit. Ready? Now, I will say it can be a little hard to find. So I'm going to spell it for you, and then I'm going to tell you some other ones that you can get in its stead. Okay? Apophyllite. It looks like white bubbles. Okay? It almost looks man-made, but it's not. It can be hard to find. It can be really hard to find. Anything that helps with your throat chakra is going to be good for you this week, Tauruses. I really personally would recommend blue lace agate, agate. I also would recommend labradorite for y'all this week. It will gently help you see your path, okay? Gently. It'll be okay, Tauruses, okay? I know that you guys tend to kind of have a mini freak out when you're not grounded, when all the things hit you and start to pull you off your path. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. I'll be here. I'll be here. So that brings us to Cancers. Now let's get back on the right path since my hair's a little crazy today. I apologize. Since I'm like skipping around and like doing the things with Geminis. So yeah, I love you guys too. Thank you. All right, Cancers. I'm literally just trying to get one card. That's like 4. I would even take 2. My cards think they're funny. But I would even take 2. Well, here you go, bitch. Here's 2. For those of you guys just joining, thank you guys. You want to hear some bullshit about the hair? So I always redo my hair before I go anywhere, right? I redo it about every week and a half anyway because I like it really bright. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try a different brand. I'm going to bleach it down. Trust me, the blue does not ever come out, even with bleach, okay? It just fades it slightly. I'm going to bleach it down. I'm going to use these other 2 colors. I'm doing this late last night. Get done, get out of the shower. Looks great when it's wet, okay? I start to dry it. It looks like it's been faded for 6 months. I'm like, oh, this is not going to do. Excuse me. So I was up till 1:30 this morning recoloring my hair. I just put my normal awesome blue back on top of those other colors, and it was a good mistake, and I'm just going to roll with it. So, yeah. I normally use the Ion Brights. This is the bright blue over 2 Manic Panic colors. I used to use Manic Panic a lot, and I loved them. Here lately, when I've used them, they've washed out almost immediately, and it is just not worth it for me. It's not worth it for me. They've changed their formula to something, I don't know. This, I love. I'm just going to stick with my normal color. So, yeah, I might try the Arctic Fox Poseidon Blue because I've seen that on a few people and it's gorgeous. So, Cancers. Are we ready? Are we ready, my Cancer friends? I will tell you that all the cards here have 3s or a divisible by 3. So 3 is going to be important. 3 is also perfect balance. So, we ready? You guys start off with Jenny the Maid. Jenny. I always say Jenny. It's probably Jeannie. This right here is self-sacrifice. It's humility. It's being humble. It's also the Martyr card. Then you have the Exile, which is strategy and failure and trauma. So let's talk about these 2 first, Cancers. I know y'all with your little crabby selves, y'all are going to be all up in your feels this week. This is a week where you've molted your little shell. You're being out and vulnerable, and you're being your squishy self without that hard crabby shell. Now here's the thing. Everything here does not tell me someone hurt you this week, Cancers, okay? So I know y'all were like, oh my God. No. Breathe. What happens here, Cancers, is there's some trauma that you've been through that you just put in a little tiny black box way down there. I think maybe you tied it with a bow and you just left it. Well, whatever the fuck is in that box has come out full force. It has come out full force. You have to deal with this week, Cancers. You have to deal with this week. I know some of y'all went, I will not. But guess what? You're gonna. For some of you guys, actually, I would say for the vast majority of you Cancers, this is trauma caused by somebody that you loved. You said you were over it. You said it didn't hurt. You said you weren't going to deal with it, look at it, even give it your time anymore. And you have not, and I'm proud of you for that. But the problem is it has sat in this little box and festered. Now it's full-on gnarly gangrene, and you've got to deal with it. And it's going to pop up really early this week. It's going to pop up. You're going to have to deal with it. Okay? But here's the thing. When you pull it out of the box, when that air hits it, that outside air hits it, it deflates really quickly. It goes from this big gangrenous monster to this little tiny little bitty thing that you can kind of flick off like a fucking pebble. Okay? And it's going to do something magical for you, Cancers. Not only is it going to show you how amazingly strong you are, even without your crabby shell. That was my son over there. They're all saying, bless you.
Thank you.
He said, thank you. It's going to show you how amazingly strong you are without that crabby shell. It's also going to show you that you didn't need to keep that in that little box. You didn't need to keep it in that little box and let it fester. It's only caused problems up to now. It connects you back to the divine feminine. Okay? Now, for some of you guys, this is a new person in your life. For some of you guys, this is the person already in your life. For some of you, it's you. But it connects you back to that divine feminine. So I want you guys to notice this. This is 33. There's the threes. But this is 6. This is 2 threes. This is you being able to get past this past trauma with someone else to move forward. Okay? What I love about this, there's a lot of throat chakras going on this week because you can't make this shit up. This is the throat chakra again. This is Sodalite. Sodalite, you can find it almost any metaphysical shop, at the Pagan Superstore, at Michael's, etc. Sodalite is an emotionally calming stone. It looks a lot like lapis, but it has more white and usually some black in it. It does not have the shiny pieces that lapis does sometimes. Sodalite is going to be your friend this week. I promise, I promise, I promise. It's going to help with this. It's going to help with this. But what I love, Cancers, is this. It brings some magic back into your life that was missing. So for some of you guys, relationship-wise, you're going to find that you're super connected to your significant other. You're going to look at them and be like, man. You're going to see them in a whole new light. For those of you guys that are single, this is going to be kind of a bolt of lightning this week about where you're going and why you're going there. Wouldn't be surprised if some of you have a new person in your life this week. Wouldn't be surprised if some of you find something long-term or whatever this week. The main point of that is it heals whatever is in that little tiny box back there that you let fester. Okay? You're welcome. So, that brings us to my lovely little Leos. Where are y'all at? Okay. Already interesting cards, Leos. Already interesting cards. Thank you for the gift, love. It's always that last card when I try to throw it on there, but it doesn't work out. So if you guys did kind of miss my live earlier, I apologize. We stopped by the Nat here in Amarillo, the Natatorium, and it is a fantastic place. It's a good thing that I did not have a lot of room in the car to bring things home because, oh my God, there are some fantastic pieces I would love to bring home, put on the site, etc. Not saying I won't stop by on the way home and then catch my ring in my hair, because that's how it goes. But thank you, love. If you guys did catch, if you did catch me at the Natatorium, then you would saw that I bought some things. I found some things and some stuff. So, all right. Here we go. Leos, you ready? Now, please don't freak out when you see this first card, Leos, because I know y'all and your little drama selves, you're going to see this card and you're going to go, oh my fucking God. No, 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 no. I want y'all right now. I want y'all right now to not do that, okay? This is the very card I said was going to pull out for Gemini a while ago. This is the Abaddon card. This is pestilence and malice and corruption and nothing good. Now, don't forget. Obviously, the internet here is shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, let's get back to this, Leos. This is Abaddon. This right here tells me the beginning of this week, there is a lot of shit rolling around you, okay? Now, some of this is going to be where it's just your own thoughts in there, because I know you Leos tend to overthink things. I also know that you Leos tend to overreact to things sometimes. For some of you guys, it is people around you, okay? But here's the thing. This bullshit right off the bat this week brings about something good, okay? Thank you, love. First, you have Beauty Way. This malice, this pestilence, this bullshit shows you where there is an amazing amount of beauty in your life right now. It's like, as you see that, this shines brighter. And it's going to whack you like a fucking lightning bolt. Thank you, sweet pea. It's going to whack you like a fucking lightning bolt. And look at even how different the colors are on these cards. As that whacks you this week, Leos, you're going to find out that you're a little more adaptable than you realized you were. And I know this is a huge thing for you, Leos, because I know that once you set your mind to something, you're not changing your fucking mind on nothing. I gave birth to 2 of you. I know how stubborn and hard-headed you guys can be. Thank you, sweetheart, for the gift. So, y'all are going to find that you're very, very adaptable this week. You're going to see where this pestilence, this malice, this trauma, this shit has given way to something amazingly beautiful in your life. Thank you, love. Y'all are so sweet with the gifts this evening. Thank you. Let it be what it is, Leos. Okay? Enjoy it. I know probably right now y'all are in this phase. And maybe for the next couple of days. But know that all this amazing stuff is coming. Okay? So, I shit you not, you can't make this up. Thank you. Again with the throat chakra. Again with the throat chakra. And it's a different stone. I'm starting to wonder if the whole deck has not changed to be fucking throat chakras. This is chrysocolla. So chrysocolla can be hard to find at some smaller metaphysical shops. However, you can order it online, you can order on Amazon, etc., Etsy, things like that. But, I shit you not, this is the throat chakra again, Leos. Talk about this stuff. I know you Leos also tend to hold stuff inside until you flip out. Don't flip out, Leos. Talk about your shit. Okay? I love that. I feel called out as a Leo and I just got here. I'm sorry. All right, my lovely Virgos, where are y'all at? So, what else is coming up this week? I don't even know what's coming up this week. Oh, yeah. One of the days this week, thank you, love. One of the days this week, I'm doing astrological reads. I probably ought to look at my schedule because I think that I've scheduled things incorrectly. I'm just saying. I have this feeling that Thursday, I have something different scheduled instead of Reiki. So I may have to look at that. Unless one of my mods can look at it real quick and tell me. Because I know tomorrow is Wednesday. And I have card pulls and I have a tour of the El Rancho. And then I know the day after that. Yeah. Well, when do you guys look for me? Because I have astrological reads and for some reason my brain just went, thank you, sweet pea. For some reason my brain just went, you're off a day, bitch. Which could be. Which could be. So Leos did not have a repeating number. Okay. All right. Virgos, we ready? You guys start off with Thanatos, which is commitment. Commitment? Words? I can't words. Beauty. It's also you really paying attention to things around you. This card right here is a card of wisdom and knowledge. Okay. Then you have the wind. Then you have the drifter, experiencing life as it comes. I had to look and make sure it wasn't another throat chakra. It's not. But I had to look. Oh, I'm so glad I could help you, love. So I will say here, Virgos, that the number 4 is repeating here. It's not in the wind, but it's in these other two, 14 and then 44. So, Virgos, this is going to call you guys on some shit because I know plenty of you. I know how you are. I know that you like things how you like them, period. Okay? So, there is something that finishes up in your life this week, Virgos. It's done. Now, you're not ready for it to be done, but it's done. So, it's done. Let it be done. Let the wind blow you. Be the drifter, Virgos. Now, I know when I held these cards up, you guys went, fuck no. Because I know you Virgos are like us Capricorns. You need things planned out. You need to plan them out. This is why Virgos and Capricorns get along famously until they don't. We need a plan. In fact, we need 6 plans. And then 6 more. We need all the plans. Virgos, this week is going to teach you that you have to be able to drift where life and the universe takes you. I know y'all are like, no, don't like that. It is what it is. Something in your life is complete. It's done. That time is over. It's over. Let it be what it is. Now, this right here is fluorite. This is the crown chakra. This is knowledge and opening up that wisdom, bringing in the intelligence, looking at things with focus. Fluorite is one of my favorite stones. I love me some fluorite. You can find it everywhere. And it's kind of like one of those addicting stones that once you start buying, you can't stop. So, Virgos, that's 44. 4 is an important number for you guys this week. Okay? Virgos, I feel like this is going to be a very tough week for you guys internally. Because having to acknowledge that something is done and then having to just go with the flow for a little bit is going to be very hard for y'all, I know. But I promise it'll be okay. Thank you, Miss Monique. I appreciate that. So, that brings us to my lovely little Libras. Am I ready? Am I right? Am I ready? Am I ready? Because that's my rising and my moon. Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready. Because Capricorn really called me on my bullshit today. I don't know if I'm ready. Are you ready, Libras? Look, the Libras are ready. They're like, yes, give us the cards, bitch. Shut up. See, look, everybody's like, yes, give us the cards. Y'all are watching me shuffle, right? Y'all are watching me shuffle. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because I'm just saying what I'm saying. You can't make this shit up. I just need one. I keep trying to pull a whopping massive third of the deck out. Thank ya. So for those of you guys that are in classes, we are going to attempt to have class tomorrow as normal. We'll be traveling, we'll be on the road, so hopefully we will not get flattened by semis. But yes, we are going to have class as normal right now, knock on wood. So, all right, my little Libra friends, ready? You guys also start off with the exile, which is strategy, and trauma, and failure. Then you guys have the child. Then you have the benefactor, which is grace and generosity. Now, I'm going to point something out here in just a second, but I know when y'all saw the exile card, you went, oh my God, it's trauma. Actually, it's a little bit different for you this week, okay? Libras, there is something really, really interesting with what is placed in your path this week. So this card for you is more strategy. I'll tell you why. I want you to notice the colors. Literally they match. All three of these cards match. There's no matching number here, but there is something else that matches, okay? This is strategy for you. Here's what I want to point out. See the color of that number there? That's the number 7. So you have 7, 3, and 6. This right here is the lapis card, and it is the third eye, and I want you to notice that those are almost the exact same color. Okay? Libras, this is a week where you are extremely in touch with your third eye. You are extremely in touch with the childlike aspect in you. You are extremely in touch with strategizing and seeing where you can benefit other people around you, where you can be very graceful and you can be very generous and you can help out people around you that really, really need it. Now, this may not be on a large scale, maybe on a very small scale. But the point is, when you realize that you can be a benefactor to people, when you realize that by being graceful in a situation, by strategizing what you need to do going forward, and by looking at things in a very childlike way, and I don't mean this as, petty, I mean this as how a young child looks at the world, like the world is magic. It's going to be a fan-fucking-tastic week for you, Libras. It's going to be a fantastic week because as you do this, as you act with generosity, as you act with a strategy for helping others, as you act like the world is magic, it will be. Which is why you have the lapis and the third eye this week, Libras. Y'all are super connected. Super connected. Okay? This right here, Libras, is going to be a fan-fucking-tastic week for you. Okay? Embrace it. Embrace every bit of it. Yeah. I love that the Libras are like, yeah, let's do this. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. All right. So that would bring us to who? That would bring us to my little Scorpios. Yeah? Yeah? All right, Scorpios. Oh, did it freeze up and I kept repeating? If you guys missed your sign, no big deal. I am streaming on YouTube, so that way, I'm not doing that. That's like 10 cards. You can go back and watch. You can go back and watch your rising and your moon if you would like to. Oh, thank you, love. I would just like one damn card. Scorpios. I'll take that one right there. We're going to take it and run. We're going to take it and run. And that one threw itself out right away. Cool. All right. Wow, there is some really interesting symbolism here. All right. We ready, Scorpios? I know y'all are. This is the Mother of Dawn. There's a lot with this card. This is beauty, it's creativity. It is enhancing things around you. I'm gonna hold these cards up one at a time and then I'm gonna hold them all up together because you'll see the symbolism as soon as I do. Then you guys have the ancient ones. Then you have stars in the sky, which is limitless possibility. I know they're different colors, but I want you to look at the person on them. I want you to look at how they change. They go from arms wide open to arms crossed to seated. There are ones on both of these cards too, by the way. Scorpios, there's a few things this week. Y'all have a massive dose of creative energy. Not only do you have a massive dose of creative energy, but you're able to look at things around you, situations that have been really difficult up to now. Situations where maybe you have stayed really bullheaded and this is what's happening, I'm not moving from it. And now you're looking at it going, I think I'm done with that. I don't think I want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that anymore. I'm not doing that. I know it's freezing up again here on TikTok and I am really sorry. Yeah. There we are, green again. All right. I had paused for a minute. Yeah, I don't know why it's freezing. It is what it is. So, Scorpios, it's going to be a week where you really kind of get back to your base. You get back to you. You get back to you get back in touch with that ancient aspect of yourself, Scorpios. I know how you Scorpios are. You are very, very in touch with yourself. You're very private about certain things. And for some reason, you had lost touch with that part of yourself. This is the week you find it again. This is the week you find it again. But if you guys have Scorpios in your life, just know that they're going to be done with a lot of things this week. Scorpios and Capricorns are like a power team. We get each other on a very deep level, especially in that aspect. When they're done, they're fucking done. You might leave, you might stop doing something, you might go back to it 50 fucking times, but when you say the words, I'm done, you're done. You're done. So here's the thing. This is smoky quartz. This is your solar plexus. So let's talk about the solar plexus real quick. Solar plexus is like your grand central station of your energy. If it's not working correctly, you have a problem. Smoky quartz is like a dialysis machine for your energy. You can find smoky quartz everywhere. Y'all need some smoky quartz around you this week, Scorpios. It will help you get rid of some of this energy that you're walking away from. And it's going to be that week of serious Scorpio, okay? Not the fun, laughing, joking Scorpio, the serious Scorpio. Just so y'all know. Okay? They may feel a little cold this week, but it's because they are, yeah, they're in it. They're in it to win it this week. All right, Sagittarius, we ready? Can't make this shit up. All right. I want to fall sideways. All right. So the crystal deck of cards is literally called crystal healing cards. That's what they're called. I would show you the box, but I am currently using it as an iPad stand. I had to make sure my iPad was plugged in so I could stream on YouTube so y'all could see my messy hotel bed back there. I need to just start bringing a backdrop with me, I think. Now I don't got to worry about it, right? Right. I love you guys. I love Tuesdays with y'all. Just saying. It's one of my favorite days of the week. Oh, thank you, Miss Kathy. So before I start Sagittarius real quick, I want to make sure that I reiterate I never want any of you to feel like you don't have anybody on your side. You don't have anybody in your corner. Okay? I'm always here. My mods are always here. Anytime you see me on, I'm on to help you. I'm on for you. I'm your friend. I'm your pal. I'm the person in your corner. Okay? I'm here. Okay? Never, never, never feel like nobody's there for you. Never feel like you have nobody who cares if you're here or not, because I do. I see all the ripples that every single one of you make, and I see when those ripples stop. Okay? I just wanted to make sure that we talked about that again. All right. My Sagittarius friends, are we ready? Y'all, just like the Capricorn, start off with Nyx. You can't make this shit up. This is the night. It's secrets. It's subterfuge. It's a little bit of spying. Then this card fell out like this. This is the magic card. This is the magic card. We'll talk about the black horse here in just a minute. Notice it's whopper-jawed. Then you have Root Girl, which is the disowned self. And yes, it came out upside down. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. So, Sagittariuses. This week is one where you guys are more paying attention to things around you. Instead of being that outgoing, crazy, wonderful, fun, loving self, you guys are kind of just paying attention to things around you. You're looking at, let me back up. You're not looking at, you're listening. You're listening. You realize this week, Sagittarius, that if you just listen, people will tell you every fucking thing you want to know about them. They will. Even if they're not saying a word. If you pay attention and you listen, Sagittarius, you're going to see where there's some magic that's a little off in your life. You're going to see some magic that you didn't realize was there. You're also going to see where you're a really strong little motherfucker, and where you thought maybe you had a little bit of disorganization, you really don't. You really don't. It's also going to be a fantastic week for you Sagittariuses, but in a different way. It's going to be one for here and one for here. Because in seeing this magic and seeing where it's been a little off lately, now you know how to fix it. And now you realize that you are way, way stronger than you gave yourself credit for.
And shit you not, you ready for this? This is the rose quartz. And it is the sacral chakra, getting back to yourself. And the stone of self-love and self-empowerment. Can't make this shit up, can you? So, Sagittarius, it's going to be an utterly fantastic week for you. First, you're going to be in your own noggin a little bit, seeing all of the things. But, there you go. Rose quartz is going to be your friend. There's not a repeating number there either. Thank you, sorry. There's not a repeating number there either for you guys. So, sorry about that. That being said, it is time for me to go back and crash and get some more sleep because I haven't felt very good today. I have a long day tomorrow and staying at one of my favorite places. I want to be rested up and ready to go. So, that being said, again, I'm just going to say that being said repeatedly. I'm going to let you guys on YouTube go. You guys have a good evening.